I'm like nervous now, you know?
I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of scary.
I found things it can do I've never heard anyone talk about.
My thoughts about the condo that I'm in contract with.
Getting excited. I'm not afraid to walk. Good morning, guys. It's Wednesday. Just got a workout in, but we're starting the vlog now. I am so bad about drinking water unless I use my little hydration mixes. I love the Cure ones. Not sponsored. They do sponsor my podcast. They don't sponsor the vlog. I just am drinking it. I like to do not the full amount in this size cup. I do like half, then I drink another. It actually gets me to drink water. Love this bag so much. Okay, so I froze one of the tacos that I meal prepped. To de-thaw it, would it be better to bake it or cook it on the stovetop? It says bake it, but it said it would take 8 to 10 minutes. You could just do stovetop. Tomorrow I'll try baking it, but today we just did stovetop. Another day of waking up at 6 a.m. and getting right to work. We got the vlog live. I didn't have to edit it. I had to just, I'm like, what did I even do? I had to like make sure my taxes, applied a bunch of emails, got my workout in, made breakfast, now got ready. Now we're gonna start the real work. I think I'm gonna record a whole podcast episode about how I use AI because, oh my God, the uses I have found for ChatGPT. I play around with it and I have found things it can do I've never heard anyone talk about. Some crazy stuff that I almost wanna gatekeep because once everyone finds out, if no one knows, I could probably make some good money automating certain things, but you know, my podcast doesn't get that many views, so I might just share it. Okay, but I found things right now go one of two ways. Either you're obsessed with ChatGPT, you use it for like literally everything, like me. Like I use it at least 30 times a day, probably closer to 50, asking it questions anytime I'm remotely wondering something. And then there are people who don't use it at all. Maybe they tried it one time to write one email, but the prompt they gave it wasn't that good. And so they were like, this isn't that great. If you really learn how to use it, it's actually crazy. And the image generation has gotten a lot better too. I feel like no one talks about this, but it's like so fun. I love coming up with something. I'm like an idea, right? A business idea and running all the numbers on it, creating a logo, creating a mock-up of the product, doing all this stuff and just being like, would this make sense? Would this be good? I'm gonna do that. And then I also need to record some of the ads. Oh my God, so they accepted my offer. That's what that means. She was just like, oh, we want to do 10-day inspection instead of 17. I'm like nervous now, you know? Like, whoa, okay, I gotta FaceTime Monica. Hey Siri, FaceTime Monica. I'm gonna send over the paperwork and we're gonna open escrow. So if you haven't purchased before, like basically what happens now is you technically have a certain amount of time where if I do the inspection and I find that, for example, there's like black mold everywhere, I can pull out and get my earnest money back as long as I do it before that time set in the contract. I'm obviously seriously buying this. It gives a little reassurance to know like, okay, we still gotta do the inspection. I still gotta, you know, do all my due diligence with all of that. I don't know, I'm excited but nervous, you know, because it's like a fixer. Obviously, it's gonna be difficult at times, but hey, I've done this before and I think I can do this. I can't believe this. Like, this is crazy. It's just very exciting for me. Oh, I've like wanted this so bad to like find something, and it all kind of is more like, you know, I'm glad that condo didn't work out. Like, I'm so glad that one didn't work out because then this, I wouldn't have found this, and this is way better. Okay, I gotta send the counter offer. I just have to change, I put 17 days to do inspections. They just want me to change it to 10, which is also pretty standard, and 10 days is plenty of time. Like, you do an inspection, basically it takes like a few hours. I'm so excited. I'm just going to be signing the counter offer. It's like, it makes me nervous, but also very excited. And I kind of went over with ChatGPT why I feel nervous, like best case scenario, worst case scenario, just run through everything and be like, say the worst case scenario happens. It's not that bad. I am so like ultra careful. And it's funny because I'm going to a real estate event after this. So I'm going to talk to Jamie and a bunch of agents will be there and I'll be like, you guys, so excited. Okay, I'm still filling this stuff out, but I'm just cracking up because my dad is thinking the exact same thing as me. Okay guys, popping in here from several days later, like a week later. Yes, I got the townhouse offer accepted, but as things went on, I learned more info, and let's just say it didn't end up working out. I will share the whole journey with you, but just know I would feel weird uploading this and you guys thinking that I'm now about to buy it and that renovation vlogs are going to be happening when in reality they're not anymore. I just don't want you guys to get excited because it didn't end up working out. You'll just see. But I just wanted to throw that in there because I'll just let you come on the roller coaster with me. I was just at this real estate, my brokerage had like an informational event about DSTs. I won't even begin to explain it here because it is a bit confusing. It's like a way to 1031 exchange properties. Anyway, if you don't know what that means, just don't even worry about it right now. I'm gonna go pick up food. The whole time I was having such a hard time focusing, so all I want to do is like plan out the renovation and like, yes, there still has to be the inspection and stuff. I think it's okay to spend an evening planning out what I want to do to it and budgeting it and kind of figuring that out and maybe reaching out to companies and stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just excited. Good morning guys, just doing some prep for my condo purchase. So I do have to sell some stock for the down payment. If you guys are following the stock market right now, you would know that it's been very volatile. It's down a lot, but I have some positions I've held long enough that I could sell it at a gain and some I could sell at a loss. This is not financial advice, this is just what I'm doing. I'm using ChatGPT to determine which ones I should sell, which tax lots I should sell so that I offset my gains and essentially don't have to pay taxes on the gains. Because say you have $10,000 in gains you've held long term and then $10,000 that you're selling at a loss and you balance it out, then you wouldn't pay taxes on any of the gains because you sold some at a loss. Tax loss harvesting essentially. If you want to know more about it, look up an actual like financial advisor talking about it or talk to an actual financial advisor because I'm not one, but I'm just doing it myself. I mean, in general, it's not a great time to sell. I'm not selling all the stock I have. I'm just selling enough for the down payment. And then I'm also just reaching out to companies that might want to collab on videos for it because I get a lot of these companies emailing me about electric vehicle chargers. I know Monica collabed with like a hardwood flooring company once, engineered hardwood, so we'll see. And then I'm also just making a budget. So in the budget, I'm factoring in, I'm making like two different ones. One is if I do certain things DIY, which I think I will do, and the other is like if I hired out everything. So there are some things that I think I want to DIY. For example, painting the bedrooms, I'll do that myself. Painting the bathrooms, I'll also do that myself. I am going to hire out, I think, the ceiling, scraping off the popcorn ceiling, because one, I need to have it tested for asbestos. So obviously if it has asbestos, I have to hire an asbestos abatement company, which is a little more expensive, but there's ways to get that out. But my dad thinks that it doesn't have it, but I will test for that. Either way, I don't want to do that because when we did ceilings at the Palm Springs house, being like this all day, it is just so difficult on your arms, and I would rather just do some other projects. It's also not that expensive to hire out relative to other things. I'm gonna try and take the carpet out myself. I'm gonna try and demo a lot of things myself. I'm gonna hire someone to haul it away because I just find it time consuming and I think it's annoying to load it into a truck and take it to the dump. It's also like the heaviest part. If you do it right and you leverage the tools you're using, you don't have to actually be that strong to demo things. Obviously it helps if you're strong. I'm not that strong. I might need to call for backup, but I actually have a lot of friends who have said they would be down to help demo and paint just for fun, like a little paint party. I mean, we'll see if they're actually down for that, if they were just saying that, but I think I could get at least a little bit of help. Like I do have some guy friends who are much stronger than me. If I'm having trouble getting something out, or just hire it out, I don't care. I'm fine with doing that too. I'm just kind of looking at all the costs and then adding a little buffer. Right now, my estimated budget for the full renovation, if I hire everything out and if I do things in a strategic way, would be about $70,000, which is pretty dang good. And then if I'm able to maybe do some collabs on flooring and stuff, DIY even more stuff, it would be $45,000. I mean, it's still a really good buffer because like when I look at the comps and what they sell for, fixed up, they sell for about $200,000 more. So I still have a good cushion if I go over budget. I probably will, like everyone goes over budget. Good cushion. I'm gonna try and do it smart with ready to assemble cabinets or IKEA cabinets cabinets with different custom door front. So if anyone has done that before and you have recommendations or things you liked or didn't like, let me know. That's kind of the plan because it can still look amazing. Now working in real estate, I've gone into like $5 million houses and I can identify they use ready to assemble cabinets. So they come in a box, you assemble them, they're really good quality. You can DIY it or you actually can order them pre-made if you want. The thing is you can't have everything customized to your kitchen. So you're working under the constraints of the sizes of things I have, but this townhouse has a very normal looking kitchen. It doesn't look like it needs to be custom cabinets. That one condo I wanted to buy had like the weirdest shaped kitchen where I would have had to like reconfigure and maybe do some custom stuff, but this one I shouldn't have to. It's custom cabinets. I don't know why we did that in Palm Springs. Like it was so expensive and I don't think they even looked better than RTA. You can buy RTA cabinets that look just like the ones we bought. Custom, you're gonna pay like 30 grand. RTA, it's gonna be like between 8 to 15, depending on how many cabinets you're buying. Obviously the size of the kitchen, if you're assembling them yourself or you're getting them pre-made. So, and honestly the Palm Springs house, most of the cost was the backyard. Backyards and landscaping is so expensive, but like the kitchen and the flooring and all that was actually not even that much. Like I don't think we even spent more than like 40 grand on the inside. Getting excited, making some Pinterest boards, making some budgets, reaching out to people. I gotta schedule the inspection and send some info over to get it appraised. Obviously, since I'm my own agent, I'm doing that stuff. Okay, cool. And I'm guessing Saturday also wouldn't be available, right? All right, we've got the inspection scheduled. I think I may also add on a mold inspection just to see if that water damage caused mold, because like honestly it probably did. We can open that up and there are things that you can do. Asbestos testing, I got a referral for that, so we can test for that too. So basically I would have to pay more for the mold inspection, but I think I should, because if there is mold, I may be able to get a credit from the seller to get rid of it. So it could be worth spending $500 on the inspection, because let's be real, I would want to get it inspected anyway. The only way it would be a loss is if it's so much mold that it's like dangerous that I pull out of the deal, which in that case it would be well worth my money because I would want to know that.
Okay guys, heading to go do a showing for a buyer client in Santa Monica. I got stuck in the elevator on the way. I've never ever gotten stuck in an elevator before, and I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of scary. It got to the ground, it made a loud noise. I should have gotten out. It got to the ground and then it just stopped. It wouldn't open. It was like moving. Scary. I got out of there, but we're good, thank God.
Hi guys. I've just been laying on my couch for the past hour. I don't know if it's the cloudy weather or the fact that I wake up at 6 a.m. every day now. Springtime, I just wake up early. The sun starts getting up earlier, and so I just naturally kind of do too. But I'm tired. I've been laying on my couch for the past hour watching renovation videos, learning a bit, planning, going in the IKEA PAX closet system planner. Very fun to plan on there. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I've been watching stuff for too long. I need to like make something. I need to do something creative, whether it's editing, which I did so much this morning, or a little crafty project. So I'm gonna try and make a shirt, sort of a test. It's not gonna turn out great because I don't have the thread to match, but I wanted to practice making a strap, a shirt that has straps, like a tank top. So that's what we're doing. Got it set up. This time I didn't have to refer to a YouTube video, so we're getting there. Good morning guys, happy Saturday. It's gonna be a fun day. I'm just getting ready and I was making some phone calls. I called this guy to get a quote for asbestos abatement because I'm pretty sure this condo that I'm buying has asbestos in the popcorn ceilings. I don't know for sure. I'm gonna get a test done, but he told me it's $5 per square foot to remove, which is kind of what I was thinking. I really want to figure out, get a test done before my inspection contingency is over, because basically I could ask for a seller credit, see if they could like credit me for removing it, because obviously I want to. Asbestos is really, if you're not familiar with it, it's basically like these tiny fibers. They used to use it a lot in like the 60s. I think around the 70s is when they stopped using it, because if you breathe it in, it's terrible for your lungs. Like the fibers get in there. I don't know the exact science, but basically it's really dangerous. So you don't want to do it yourself. You really want to hire people who have the proper technique and machinery, because I was watching watching some YouTube videos and they use these like air filters. Basically, I'm not gonna DIY that, and I'm pretty sure there's asbestos because yesterday I went to get measurements at the condo and I met the next door neighbors who are really nice, so I like them. They had gotten rid of the popcorn ceilings. I was like, oh, is there asbestos in it? And he didn't know, and he was like, probably. So I'm like, yeah, there's totally. I'm sure there is. That's pricey, and I'm like, you know what? I feel like I should get a credit for that. I also learned that after you get it removed, you also need to repair that area, tape it, sand it, paint it. Now I can paint it. I don't feel like I have very good drywall skills. Like that's difficult, like getting really smooth drywall and stuff. So that's another $5 a square foot. So it could be, you know, $16,000 to redo the ceiling. I got into real estate, but that's good to know. The inspection window is important. That's the time to like ask for credits and obviously get the inspections done and really like be final, like, do I want this? You can still technically pull out if you have that written in the contract. I mean, some people do no contingency, like they just don't put that in the contract. They're like all cash buyers, they'll do no inspection contingency. In that case, you can't do that. This is not legal advice. Obviously, I'm not a lawyer. I'm a random person on the internet, but this is just like general info that you can learn anywhere, I guess. This is just my situation, what's happening. So please, if you are buying a home, if you're getting a contract, ask a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer. Just don't assume it's the same for every house, because it's not. Every contract is different. I don't want someone to like think this is gonna be like the same and then they're in a different contract, you know? Obsessed with this heated eyelash curler. I'm returning the other ones. This one is the best one. It actually works. It hasn't broken. And I feel like my makeup just looks so much better. I look better because my eyelashes look double the size. I'm in my Waymo. I accidentally set the pickup spot to like 1 street over and it waits for 5 minutes. I was like running to it. That was my bad. We're going to the waterfront in Venice. Haven't been there in forever. I feel like it's kind of young vibes. I'm there to hang with my friends, you know, not to meet random drunk people, even though I might be one of them later. But I'm just like, I don't know if the crowd is really my vibe, but it'll be fun. I'm sure you could guess. I didn't really vlog yesterday, but here in Palm Springs for a couple reasons. One, I'm shooting this brand deal and I really wanted to use Monica's tennis court. I just think for the vision of what the brand wants and what I want, it's gonna look best out here. It's with Fresca mixed. So I'm actually on my way to run some errands. I need to pick that up. I'm gonna stop by Home Depot because I want to take a look at some engineered hardwood samples. And I want to talk to you guys about my thoughts about the condo that I'm in contract with, because the market has kind of changed really quickly and I've been weighing some pros and cons, and it's not that I'm having like second thoughts per se, because it's like I still want to buy it, but I'm also aware of this opportunity cost of not having my money in the market. So we'll talk about that though, but let's go to Target first. I came in here to get the Fresca mixed, but they don't have it. So I'm just grabbing a couple things anyway, so it's not a total waste of a trip. Always love to see what they have as far as furniture. Like that's kind of a fun little lamp, kind of trendy. It's a cute towel. Okay, I'm about to go into Home Depot, but let's chat really quick on my thoughts right now with the townhouse condo thing. Here's the deal. I am in contract. I woke up today and the stock market was down 3% more. So I've already liquidated some stock because I'll have to make a pretty sizable down payment on this to not have like a crazy mortgage. I've liquidated about 60% of what I need to do already, but I need to sell 40% more. And if I do that, I'm locking in these losses. I'm not oblivious to the fact that there's a huge opportunity cost to entering into the stock market when things are lower like this, or just staying in and holding on until it goes back up. And I also saw that, you know, interest rates went from about 6% to 7%. I'm kind of like, you know what? I'm gonna have the inspections done. I'm not afraid to walk. I'm not afraid to have the inspection fees be a sunk cost. You know, every time the stock stock market goes down a bit, it's like that opportunity cost gets larger. I don't know, I'm kind of getting FOMO of the stock market. There's the opportunity cost of this townhouse. It could appreciate over the next couple of years, but also I actually think it's more likely that over the next year, prices will probably stay flat. I don't think they're gonna go up like immediately in the next year. And so it's not like this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's like rare to find, and it would be a really cool place. When it's done being renovated, I would like living in it. But I'm also like, what is the smartest thing to do right now? Like, I'm really going back with ChatGPT quite a bit. When I made the offer a few days ago, I was all in on this is gonna be a good purchase. And the last few days, I'm like, things are dropping more and it might be better to not buy yet. It might be better to buy in like 6 months. So anyway, let's go look at engineered hardwood floor samples in case things do move forward. Turns out they don't have engineered wood here, probably because we're in the desert and everyone just does tile. The coolest looking Bevmo. Water damage, electrical, no.
What did the people say?
This is like stressing me out. I'm like, I don't think I can do this.